welcome to my channel, Heidi's Beer Corner, with me, Heidi and Morra. Very big thank you for watching. Today we will have another alcohol-free beer. This time is a wheat beer, where the majority of malt in the beer is wheat. There are different types of wheat beers, for example, the German Weissbier, the Belgian Witbier, um, which mean essentially the same thing, just in different languages. And then there's American wheat beer, which I really highly dislike. And this beer in today's video is actually, I think, the first organic beer that I have had on my channel. If you've watched me up until this point, leave me a like and subscribe, unless you have done so already. Otherwise, hip hip hooray and let's go. So, another non-alcoholic beer or zero alcohol content beer this week. This time it's a Witbier, which is a Belgian variant of a Weissbier or wheat beer. So originally, wheat beers, they originate in Bavaria, which is an area in modern day Germany and Austria, as well as as said, the Belgian variant of Weissbier, Witbier, which originated in Belgian monasteries in the 12th and the 13th centuries, and there are several subtypes of these. Typically, these beers contain, at least the Belgian variant, contain, for example, coriander and orange peel. And these names for subtypes and styles include Weizenbier or Weissbier, Hefeweiss, Dunkelweizen, and Witbier. And a number of these wheat beers are brewed in modern day Germany, Austria, Belgium, and a few other countries in Europe. Also, the Americans have started this type of beer, which is called American wheat beer, but I don't personally, I don't like it very much. It's a lot more bitter than the European wheat beer, Hefeweiss, Weissbier and Witbier typically are, and it's not just. And I've tasted one, and I don't really have, quite frankly, I don't have very high expectations for other brands of American Weissbier. So wheat beers are top fermented, meaning it's the yeast and so forth is on the top, as opposed to, for example, lagers, which are bottom fermented and require a colder brewing temperatures than, for example, porters and stouts. And it contains high levels of malted or unmalted wheat, which and in contrast, lagers, which are more or less look more or less the same to an untrained eye or inexperienced eye. They might look the same, but they are lagers are bottom fermented and in an entirely different yeast altogether. The Bavarian type of Weissbier, and this, by the way, today's beer is a German Weissbier, even though it says the Wit, which is kind of refers to the Belgian sub variant, the Witbier, but this is German. And the original Bavarian type wheat beers or Weissbiers contain at least 50% wheat of the malt content of the beer, And for example, the one that I tasted, the American bullshit, that had 30%, and so it's a bit less and more highly hopped, uh, and so no uh, flavorings or spices are added, unlike for Belgian Witbier, to which, for example, orange peel and coriander are added. And this particular beer, even though it's German. This one has um, orange peel and coriander in this, and it's a craft beer, 0% alcohol. And there is, to my knowledge, the local technical university students or former students have this brewing this what is this called? Alto beverages. They might have a company importing this stuff, but the creek that I reviewed in my previous video was also purchased from them. So they have a habit of making alcohol, or at least importing alcohol-free beers, such as this wonderful work of art, as well as the Greek I reviewed last week. So let's open the bottle and have a look and have a taste. And almost every time, I use this. It's for as a bottle opener. It's Rilakuma. It's an anime character, um, Japanese anime character. So let's crack it open and see what we've got. So now we have this wheat beer in the glass. It's Nittenauer The Wit. So it's German, but yet Belgian-style beer of white beer, of wheat beer. And it has orange peel and coriander in it, so which is typical for Belgian wheat beer. But the Germans typically don't do that. It's a Belgian thing. But hey, it's very fruity, the smell, and it's got thin-ish white head. It's quite not as sweet as I expected. It's very hoppy, in the sense that I'm not used to this bitter Witbier. I'm used to being a bit softer, if you will. It's good. It's very good. Um, I would say it due to the hoppiness, high hoppiness, or heavy hoppiness. Um, I give it 6 out of 10. It's good, but not exactly the type of wheat beer or um, wheat beer that I like, and I really prefer the Belgian wheat beer over Hefeweiss and Weissbier, for example. And unless it's actually Radler, which is half and half wheat beer and lemonade, that the Germans, I believe, call Rus, or Russian. But yes, this is good, and I would say, yeah, solid 6 out of 10. Not bad. It's good, but not as good as I would like it to be for a 9 or 10, or even an 8. So thank you very much for watching this video. The wheat beer was very good. It's interesting to say the least, but it's good, good enough, and it was really worth taking up on my channel. unless you haven't done so already, leave me a like, subscribe, check the links, and check my Patreon, PayPal, and very big thank you to Flems. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.